Hi everybody, this week is Parashat Acharei Mot-Kedoshim, and I wanted to focus on a mitzvah that comes from Parashat Kedoshim. The Torah says, Lo tignovu. Now we've already seen in the Sefer Dibrot in Parashat Yitro the prohibition of Lo tignov. But Rashi over here points out the fact that over there, based on the context of that mitzvah Lo tignov, is clearly referring there to something that is of a capital crime. And therefore Rashi suggests that the prohibition over there is referring to kidnapping rather than what we call theft. In our parasha, it says Lo tignovu. So Rashi says over here, this is referring specifically to theft of money. But the Gemara goes and explains it a little bit deeper. It says Lo tignovu, since it's in the plural, it's talking about two different kinds of Geneivat. There's Geneivat mamon and there's Geneivat da'at. The concept of Geneivat da'at, what we would call deceit, is an incredibly problematic prohibition, but one that is not only misunderstood, but dare I say, one that is often transgressed. And the way that the Gemara in Chulin talks about it is this idea starts off with the Gemara of sending a non-kosher piece of meat to a non-Jew. And it says, you've got to tell them that it's a non-kosher piece of meat. Specifically, it's talking about the hindquarters. And the reason that is because if you don't, the non-Jew will assume that you're sending a piece of leg that has had the sayach, the gid and asher removed. And since you haven't done that, you can't do that unless you tell them. And so, what do I care if I'm sending food to a non-Jew? They don't keep kosher. What difference does it make whether they told or doesn't told? Is because when you do a favor for someone, they have a sense of indebtedness for you and a sense of gratitude. And therefore, you've got to earn that. And the way Rashi puts it is, you can't machzik lo tova chinam. You can't get respect for not doing any effort. You can't just somehow win affection, win a reputation without actually doing the hard yards in order to do it. So a couple of other examples that the Gemara brings and some that are beyond the Gemara, but the idea that I'm doing nothing, but I want you to believe that I'm doing something, that is Geneivat. So here's some contemporary examples. You're having a simcha, you're having a wedding, and you really don't want the cousin far away to come. You really don't want them to come. You don't like them and you don't intend on inviting them. And then they tell you, that date, I'm terribly sorry, I can't come because I have some other simcha on that day. So you say, I'm so sorry. Or you now send them, someone else tells you that they can't come, now you send them an invitation. So they're going to get their invitation and say, I can't believe that they sent me the invitation. I thought they didn't like me, I thought they didn't like them, but they sent me an invitation. I machzik tova. I appreciate them, I respect them, I admire them, I am grateful to them. But the only reason you invited them is because you knew they would never come. That's Geneivat. Perhaps the most dangerous area of Dinei Mamonot as well as, Ben Adam L'Chavaro issues that we have nowadays is internet shopping. So we want to buy online, more often than not, online purchases are much cheaper. But the problem is when you go to buy online, often you don't know what it looks like, you don't know what it's, if it's going to fit. So what do? You go into the local sports store, you speak to one of the salespeople, you try on a pair of shoes, you walk around and you say, well, these are pretty good, let me think about it. Then you go home and online, and you go on eBay or wherever, and you buy them online for 20-30% cheaper. That's Geneivat. When you walk into a store, people are hoping to make a sale. They're going to try and schmooze you up. They're going to do whatever they can to help you out because they want to make the sale. But you have no intention of buying. So they are trying because they're really trying to win your favor, but in reality is you're just deceiving them. So all of these can be curbed by just telling someone, hi, I'm looking to buy something online. I hope you can show me around. And they can say, get lost, in which case you've got to get lost. But every time we do an act, there has to have a certain layer of sensitivity and sensibility and honesty. That deceit is that even sometimes when we are saying things that are true, if it is not honest, it's a problem. So just to have a little bit of thought on the Parashat Kedoshim, we were trying to be holy people, that holiness in speech is not only by telling the truth, but also being sensitive that the truth is very honest. Wishing you all wonderful Shabbos.